Hello everybody and welcome to my very first vlog. My first vlog is going to be about a review. It's going to be reviewing a company called Halfords Autocentre. Why am I doing this vlog? Well, I've just had to pay a visit to said company. They've done some work for me. Personally, I think they've done some work very poorly. But I will put some context to this now to back my claim up with what I'm saying. The reason I'm putting this review out is I'm hoping that it gets picked up by other people, maybe even Halford Autocentre themselves, and something happens in the sense that they try to repair some of their damaged reputation. Okay, so in the UK we have to have our cars MOT'd once a year if they're over the age of 3 years old. There's a new law that's just been passed. If you buy a brand new car, it can now be 4 years before you have to have said MOT test to allow that car to go on the road. My car is 14 years old, so irrespective of the new law, it has to be MOT'd each year. Now, for the last few years, I've been taking my car to Halfords Autocentre, primarily because it is an old car. To take it to a dealer service, they would charge me £70–80 an hour. Halfords Autocentre doesn't charge that much. To be honest, I don't know how much they charge per hour. You could say it's slightly false economy because every time I take my car there, they end up finding a host of faults, be it through car service or be it through an MOT. Now has my car gone into this company and passed its MOT? So let's go back 1 month. 28th of June. My car was due to run out on its MOT on the 4th of July, so I got the car in on the 28th of June. Plenty of time to have it MOT'd, out and back out on the road so it stays legal. On the 28th of June my car was MOT'd. Halfords phoned me up to tell me that it had failed. That was no shock to me at all. Not because my car is not roadworthy, it's a dangerous car. It's just the fact that that's the way Halfords Autocentre seems to work. So they found it. They found it on alignment of the headlamps or the bulbs, one of the two, and the bushes in the steering rack. The bushes in the steering rack are part of the steering rack. I've been informed, or I was informed, and said steering rack had to come out and had to be sent away. This wasn't really relayed properly to me that there'd be another company doing it. They just said they had to take it out. They told me it would be £670 to have the repair done. That's including the lights. And it would be ready by the Tuesday. I put it on the Friday, so we're looking at a weekend and a bit. Tuesday came and gone. Following Friday came and gone. Following week came and gone. My car was still in there, still being worked on by them. They'd sent the part off to a company. The company were dragging their feet. Now in that time I had to phone up Halfords Autocentre a number of times to find out what's happening in the car. Not once did they have the courtesy to call me. When I did call on one occasion, I heard the manager in the background say to the person that I was speaking to, "Well, tell the customer if he wants to pay for a brand new part, he can do, and it'll cost him a lot more money, and then he can have the car back sooner." Well, unfortunately for that manager, he wasn't aware that a new part would have to be ordered from Japan, and therefore it's a month lead time. So, sorry, Mr. Manager, you were talking out of somewhere that we don't want to mention on this video. So after 2 weeks, I got a little bit concerned that my car was still in there, and I spoke to the customer service team at Halfords Autocentre, who I'm just about to put their number that you can call here now. That is their telephone number. So if you get a problem with Halfords Autocentre, you too could call them up, use that number, and then say what you need done. I told Halfords Autocentre customer services I wanted to hire a car. They said they have to investigate it, and to their credit, it only took them a couple of hours. They investigated it, phoned up the manager at the centre and told him to get me a hire car sorted, which he did do. Hire car company was okay, apart from the fact they gave me a car that was 2017 plate, nice and new, but could not be bothered to give me the master key to lock the car with. So I had to keep on using the key to actually pull in the lock and turn it. I know that sounds a bit naff, should we say, but that's how they done it. Anyhow, 2 weeks further on, so they now had the car for a month. The part had come back, it'd gone back again because it had been fixed incorrectly, but the car had come back, and I phoned them up and they said, yes, your car is now ready to be collected. Now this took Halfords Autocentre 4 weeks. 4 weeks to fix my car. How long do they need it for? Now they haven't got the best of reputation on the internet anyhow. So their customer service within the actual shops themselves is not great. I would like to add that Halfords Autocentre are not really part of Halfords, I've been led to believe. They are in themselves an independent company. They just carry the trademark name of Halfords because they were bought out by Halfords some time ago, but they are a separate company in their own right. So I went to collect my car. Garage shuts at 6 o'clock. I arrived at 5 to 6 because I had work to do. Picked the car up. The manager could not even be bothered to explain or say sorry for the delay. He just took the money. They did halve the price, might I add, of as a goodwill gesture, from £670 to £335. So they did do that. They done it after week 2 because I complained. But the manager handed me the keys after I paid it and said the car's outside. Thank you very much. I went out to see the car. The car was just covered in muck where they just left it outside. They couldn't even be bothered to give it a spray, give it a quick clean on the outside. But again, customer services, they failed on this side. I've now had to book my car into Toyota, because it is a Toyota, to have them investigate the noises coming from the engine, which weren't in there before the MOT was done and they took this part out. The alignment needs to be retracked because they never bothered tracking the vehicle when they had it. They took out the steering rack, put the steering rack back in, but did not track it. And if you don't track it, then it just ruins your tyres. So I've now got to pay for that. As I said, the car doesn't drive the same way. It's appalling. The service that Halfords Autocentre have given is, it can only be marked at between 1 out of 10, and I'll only give 1 because I've got to give some sort of grading. Halfords Autocentre should be ashamed of the work that they have produced, or lack of work they've produced. I would never be using Halfords Autocentre again, and I encourage anyone that is listening to this video to take on board how rubbish a service it is they give. Now, as I said, this is my first review, my first blog. Not all my blogs are going to be like this. I've got a varied background. It's just I wanted to get this one out in particular, because it has really wound me up, and I do not feel that they deserve the opportunity of being left alone and nothing being said. So I'm going to post this video in as many places I possibly can. Obviously it's a YouTube clip, but I am going to link it to other things. They have been the worst place that I've been to everywhere. So anyhow, like I said, if you have a problem with your car, it needs to be serviced, it needs to be MOT'd, brakes, shoes, all that sort of stuff, please avoid going to these people. Avoid passing your good, hard-earned money to them, because you won't get anything of benefit out of them. Right, so that's all I've got to say on this first blog, or vlog. I hope you don't criticise me too much. I'm sure there'll be some people who will say it was informative, some people will say it was rubbish, but it's my first one and I intend to do some more with different sort of content. So until the next time, thank you very much. I'll catch you guys later and enjoy the rest of the day. Okay, bye guys, see you later.